Hi Karen, my name is Sienna Perry and I thought I'd do a bit of a video application for the role of Communications Director for Change.org. I have over 10 years experience in public relations and professional communications. I've got a master's from the University of Queensland in communications and I've had the good fortune to work around the world in this field. I'm really passionate particularly about communication for social change and I see Change.org's role as exactly that, empowering people to be able to make change, mobilising people to make change on the online platform. So I've had quite a varied CV, as you'll see. I started off in agencies, but working on not-for-profit organisations such as for Genes Day. And then I had the opportunity to go and work in Southeast Asia in Laos as a communication officer for the Food and Agriculture Organisation, which is a UN agency. That was through the Australian Government's Youth Ambassadors for Development program. So I spent just over a year in Laos, and that was a fabulous experience, including doing a lot of behaviour change communication around nutrition, and specifically making the idea of eating insects a palatable idea, I suppose, not just with rural Lao people, but with a number of UN agencies, both in country and internationally, which is, believe me, no mean feat. One of my biggest achievements was actually getting Ban Ki-moon to taste a deep-fried caterpillar that we had provided him with at a banquet when he came to visit Laos, and he said it was very delicious. So I did a lot of media around that. I've also worked for the University of Queensland for a number of years in a number of different roles, including as the Communication Officer for the Centre for Communication for Social Change, which is housed within the School of Journalism and Communication. In that role was, again, a very varied role where there was events, media relations, development of social media platforms, internal communication, an e-newsletter, lots of speaking engagements, that kind of thing. And that was actually really challenging because the idea of communication for social change is really pretty intangible, and I had to get people, students and international academics, and even the general public, to have some kind of understanding of a very complex area that's very theoretical, really. So after my master's, I went and worked for a company called the Red Republic. It was called Red PR at that point, and it's a consumer PR, an integrated communication agency. I'm currently the general manager there, so I work very much over the high-level strategy for our clients, including people or organisations like Suncorp, the Queensland Government, Department of Premier and Cabinet, the Queensland Government, Department of Health, some fashion brands, many online brands, actually, online sales websites and things like that. But I've come to a point where I have realised I would like something a lot more meaningful, a lot more hands-on. Currently my role is very much about resourcing, business strategy, new business, that kind of thing, and I really miss being involved in the doing. I haven't let it slip. I still have all of those skills and in fact all of the contacts, and this role has allowed me to continue with that. But I want something meaningful, and I want to be really excited about going to work every day. I want to work with people who are really inspired by, and I want to feel like I contribute. I want to be challenged, and I want to work in an organisation that sets the agenda in Australia. And I believe Change.org is that kind of organisation. I've done a lot of research, and it's a pretty phenomenal idea that is growing incredibly quickly, especially in Australia, and I'd love to be part of it. I think I could be a really useful part of it and make a very serious contribution. Please do give me a call. I'd love to have a chat face to face. Thanks, Karen.